Hi YouTube. If you see enough stories, you have likely begun to notice repeated elements in them. This forms the basis of the hero's journey. Two vastly different examples that still follow this basic formula is Over the Garden Wall and One Piece. Firstly, Over the Garden Wall is a mini-series, only taking about 2 hours to watch, as brothers Wirt and Greg go through the unknown trying to find their way home. In contrast, One Piece has been airing for the past 25 years and has over 1,100 episodes, as Straw Hat Luffy travels the Grand Line with his crew trying to find the One Piece. They both follow the formula known as the hero's journey. As proposed by Joseph Campbell, these are the steps most stories take whenever they have a protagonist going on a journey, no matter how long that journey may be. When telling a story this way, the 0th step is to begin with the idea for a story. No matter what, you have seen this format, as it has been repeated repeatedly for stories, whether intentional or not. These steps are often told in order, but creative liberties are allowed, as seen in these two shows. The first step of the actual hero's journey would be the departure from the ordinary world. This is the step where the protagonist leaves their home, despite hesitation, to begin their journey. During this step, it is common for them to have a mentor accompanying them to guide them through this mysterious world that the audience learns about as they do. Over the Garden Wall does this with Wirt. He's very much hesitant about exploring the unknown, as all he wants to do is find his way home. He's accompanied by two mentors, his younger stepbrother Greg, whose sense of whimsy guides him through this bizarre world, and Beatrice, the talking bluebird who lives in the unknown, and is properly able to bring them to where they need to be. One Piece is the same. Luffy is always ready for adventure, with him only hesitating to set sail because he is waiting to be 17 to leave. He meets those who act as his mentor, Zoro and Nami, as he is at sea. Zoro knows what it's like to travel and fight, while Nami is an actual navigator and guides them on the seas from island to island. The second step is initiation. This is where the hero travels in the unknown world. This is where the majority of the story is, as it follows all the troubles the hero goes through. They will cross into this world, meet new allies, and go fight for the good of the world against the villain. Wirt and Greg pass the threshold into the unknown when they fall over a garden wall, and wake up there trying to find their way home. They meet many friends like Beatrice on their travels. They encounter many troubles as well, such as Adelaide, Lorna, and the unknown itself, in an attempt to leave. As they do, they finally confront the big bad known as the Beast, beating him to bring peace to the unknown and allowing them to return home. Luffy crosses the threshold later into his journey after he's already at sea, when he builds more of his crew, and finds his way into the Grand Line to travel to the end of it. He has far more trials ahead, just due to the length of the ongoing story. He fights many different opponents, including warlords of the sea, false gods, emperors of the sea, and the world government, always fighting for the good of the world and a sense of adventure. His ultimate goal is to find the One Piece, though there are many candidates for who his final opponent might be before he does. The third and final step is the return. After that perilous journey, the hero returns home having done everything they wanted to, a new person having just experienced so much. They're often not the same person they were when they left, yet they are still always welcomed home with open arms. Wirt does this exactly. He and Greg wake up in a hospital bed as new people after leaving the unknown. Wirt is far braver than he was, and Greg has more of a sense of responsibility, though they are still the same person they were when they left. Though Luffy is still on his journey, he has shown so far that he's heading in this direction. He has become more patient and responsible since his journey began, but he still is foolish and caring, despite that. These two stories are able to tell the exact same structure of it, despite them having such vast differences in terms of story and length. The hero's journey is just a formula that any story can follow, whatever the reason they have, as it is a very broad idea of how a story can go. And now you know how to tell a story in that way. Well, what do you think? What show should I compare next? And thanks for watching Animated Apart.